Should we hit up the lieutenant commander?
Yeah, go ahead and hit up the Ricard or Bordick, and hopefully he'll join us today.
And get his character.
Yeah, that's one thing. But basically, right now, guys, you guys have all basically just come back. Namar, you're probably on Narendra Station right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you guys are all headed back to Narendra Station. It's been a couple days since the events of the fleet action this past week. So, yeah, if you guys want, you guys can set something up and just role play. If you guys need me, feel free to pull me in as either a supporting character that you guys have made on the spot, which I do have some names for.
Just getting that out of the way ahead of time.
Okay. But yeah, there's not really going to be much rolling today either, so.
The title looks awfully ominous.
Roll to challenge that.
We're gonna be forced to cook something. No.
Joker's making waffles.
Well, you guys can go on ahead and set a scene. Just tell me where you guys would like it, and who it's with, and we'll just go from there.
They're arriving back at the station, though. Or they left.
They're basically arriving back at the station.
Okay, so at some point I'll board. Either, I don't know if they're docked or if I'd have to request to be beamed over. And then I don't know if there's any officer waiting for me or not.
I can think we say we are team now. Dara might probably, if he gets told of a new arrival, he'll probably.
You cut out there? What was the last part?
Sorry, I just woke up too, so my brain is trying to catch up. We can say we're docking now. Just docking now, and I guess someone can let Dara know that they're expecting a new crew member, and he'll probably
He'll meet you there. Okay, let me pull up this nice new sheet that I just had people make for me. Basically. And it's basically something that is made up by you guys, which is nice. And not just you guys, by the way. Where did I put that? Ah, it's up here. Bingo. Alrighty.
Got nothing visible.
You're not supposed to have anything visible right now. This is on my deal right now. So sort. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, okay. Dar.
Yep.
So there is a message from someone in the science department. Name is Ensign Mandrake White. And he contacts you and says, Lieutenant Dar, there's a Lieutenant Commander, hold on, let me look at this again. There's a Specialist Namar looking to board.
Dara will have been sleeping. Well, it's been 2 days. Never mind. Maybe the next. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. And then he's gonna stumble out of, I guess, bed and head out.
Okay.
He's been enjoying that zirconian way that Penn gave him.
Oh, the Zirconian Ale.
Yeah, that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're definitely have been knocked off your feet a couple times the past few days.
Yep, but now he's after the first time. No, it's just yeah, he's knows how much to drink without just going Penn mode on it. I say he's gonna head out to meet him.
Okay.
It was Namor, right?
Yeah, Namar. There is a Tellarite headed towards you in the docking area.
And he has a pad with him, I'd assume.
And he's a sir.
Yep.
So I would
You're
approach.
you're a lieutenant commander, right?
No, I'm a senior chief specialist.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the lieutenant commander's the other guy.
Okay.
So the Tellart is a lieutenant, guys, or
Lieutenant junior grade, yeah.
lieutenant junior grade. Hello, Lieutenant Junior Grade. My name is Senior Chief Specialist Namar. I'm reporting to the Everest from the Army Corps of Engineers. I've been requested to serve on the ship.
All right. What Dora would be going over some of the whatever is available. Well, what would he be able to find?
If you check my service record, I've been stationed all over the place. Years ago, 10 years ago, I was on Narendra, and I was present at the Battle of Wolf 359, also Sector 001, and basically drifting in and out of salvage type rescue operations or such, from those two different actions. So I'm part of the Army or Starfleet Corps of Engineers. Basically, I'd be listed as an EVA expert that's built up from a transporter chief.
Namor, was it? You've
Yes,
you've
sir.
been around, haven't you?
Yeah, he's 31 years old, by the way, or older. I'm not sure how the age would work. Yes, sir. I'm happy to serve in Starfleet. I've had the privilege to have a number of good postings.
Well, I think this might be one of your more exciting posts, but we'll just have to see. Follow me, and we'll see. Build. I'll show.
I follow.
Regov will be overseeing like administrative stuff right now, going over repairs, new crew members coming on the ship since the ship was in battle, writing letters and whatnot to families and stuff.
Then Dara would be probably taking Namara to you first. Hello.
Sorry, missed that. Who is?
Regov. Dara's gonna show you to the captain. No, introduce you to the captain.
Okay, Commander Regov. Okay, or Captain Regov, I guess.
Yeah.
Captain, reporting for duty.
Enter.
I would come in. Again, stand at attention. Hello, Captain. I am reporting for duty. Here are my transfer orders.
I, Senior Chief Specialist. I requested you specifically because we're in need of repairs. I don't know what they told you in your orders yet, but we have a couple of fighters that were damaged, and there's some structural damage to the ship as well.
Very good, sir. Once I get settled, I'd be happy to jump right into the task.
All right. Dara, you can keep showing them around and get them up to speed. I'm going to continue doing administrative stuff, and he looks like he's having fun doing it.
Does Captain Regov have a reputation?
Let me take a look real quick.
Not to the degree of Penn, no.
He's got a bit of a reputation. You probably know the name.
Okay.
All right, Mara, we better get before we get sucked into the paperwork. So Dar sort of like grins.
Is there an officer, chief of engineering officer aboard?
There's probably an NPC.
Yeah, it'd be an NPC. Basically, I'll explain this to you, Namar. Basically, all the players on here are basically fighter pilots.
Yeah, that was told to me earlier.
Yeah. So, but you get a lot of leeway. Like with you not having that good of a con security, I'll probably hook you up with a security con NPC who can act as the secondary for your ship.
He will be the pew pew to your new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got a decent piloting. It's just not the weapon.
Right. Okay. So basically, I'll hook you up with a security guy. I gotta make these NPCs though.
Yeah, I was thinking of trying to do that earlier, but then I was like, I'm tired. No, I just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just figured you wanted to sit down together sometime and work that out or something.
Sure. We can sit down together.
Can we drift by the flight deck first?
Yeah, yeah. The Dara was gonna take you to see the fighters, since that was also something that Captain mentioned about needing repair.
What kind of scrape have they had? Once we get there, I'd visually look over them and see what I see.
Well, okay. Well, first off, you see a ship that you've never seen before. It's actually kind of cool. Let me pull it out for you.
By the way, is Namar a human, or what is Namar?
Is it?
He's a Bolian.
Oh, okay.
Where is this one?
So they have some non-Federation ships sitting in their hangar deck?
Oh, basically, yeah. It's not.
Well,
once
not
he gets
not,
there,
not
once he,
Federation yet, but
Yeah.
well, once he sees those, he gets a big broad smile across his face. Wow. What do you have?
let's just say the crime syndicate had something that just one of our own was working on, and we just took it back.
Here it is.
I see. You recovered them from the Orions, it appears.
That's what it looks like for you, Namar.
Okay.
And I wouldn't get too excited, but it might have also just been bad luck, but I haven't had a good run with them yet.
Well, we'll see what makes them tick.
I'm actually surprised Joker's not here, trying to remove the paint off his fighter.
You're gonna hear snoring from one of the fighters.
Speak of the devil.
What, there's somebody sitting in the cockpit snoring?
Yes, in the cockpit of a hot pink fighter that has unicorns and like red fingernails painted on like the runners.
Half of which
I
has
see.
half of which has already been scrubbed off.
I mean, at least some of the phaser fire from that battle have given it some more character.
You know, that reminds me of a movie I once saw, some kind of human movie called Pink Panther.
Is that one of those cartoon things? I've heard.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dara's gonna try to sneak up on Joker and give him a start to wake him up. Like, is the cockpit open, or like, what is he just?
It's closed, but he's like sprawled out across it. If you just slam on the window, he'd probably wake up.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Could we sound the alarm in the bay?
Well, which one do you guys want to do?
Dara's just gonna slam no on the window real quick.
Joker's gonna pop up and slam his head on the glass before releasing the cockpit.
Dara's trying to not grin, but he is. Morning, sunshine.
All right. My friend, which one of you painted my ship before the battle?
I don't remember. It wasn't me. Oh, we have a new crewmate, and he's gonna like gesture to Namar.
I nod back.
What's up, bud?
Brand new to this place. You got a really nice machine here.
Shut it.
Oh, don't mind him. He's still not taking it well. Dara chuckled.
Have you gotten damage on your craft, Dar? Or even Jokers?
I'm trying to do a mental recap of because we actually did lose some fighters in there. I'm trying to remember. How many of the Peregrines do we actually have left?
You got 2 Peregrines left. There are 5 total of these experimental fighters in the bay.
So what's all right? So what's the other Peregrine then? We said Tishran flew the pink one before, didn't we?
Yeah.
I forget. I think someone was gone for one of the missions, so whoever it was, it's theirs.
Yeah.
Don't remember who.
Nope. Well, my Peregrine was originally shot down, and also one of the experimental ones. But no, it happened. As you can see, we have more of the new ones over there.
The P-14s.
I walk around, inspect it, try to get a feeling
We've
for the
had
ship.
terrible luck with them.
Well, okay. So, if you're inspecting it, if you pop open that character sheet, you can see that its shields are less than a Peregrine, but because of how it's made, it's actually better, especially in close range.
Because of the... I'm sorry, it has cannons or something? What makes
Yeah.
it better in close range?
Because phaser cannons are their optimum firing range are close range.
Yep, I'm aware of that.
And if they're in close range, they're actually harder to hit by anybody who has phaser arrays or phaser beams.
And they're they have more armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that blade of armor is nice. I was just looking at that. So they're tough and got good firepower, but what was the complaint? They're not maneuverable? Well, those shields you said.
The shields.
No, well, But yeah, that and mechanic-wise, it's just we've had bad luck with them.
Well, that was the fleet action rules, not the actual.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's yeah. All right, so there are a bunch of damaged fighters though in the bay too, right?
Yeah, there's a couple damaged fighters. Mainly, it's structural integrity, uh, some engine damage.
So for
Well, if
two,
it's my morning,
so for
I'd
two,
gladly start walking around and making notes as to what's wrong with these ships, and in turn talk to each of the pilots.
so for two of the fighters, you'll see the ejection modules missing, and they'll have severe damage on them. Holes in the quote-unquote wings, which you don't really need in space, but that's just how the fighter's designed. And like Caleb was saying, on the structure and the engines and stuff.
Well, Dar, as soon as you get me settled in with the officer in charge of engineering here, the sooner I can get these things back in shape. Get some teams on.
That won't be a problem. And if you ever need a hand, I know my way around a ship as well.
Okay, that's good. We'll confer on what needs to be done.
Meanwhile, Joker will fall asleep again, most likely. He'll smirk.
So, Jim, at some point, I'll just, make a inspection of each of the damaged ships and make my list, get some work teams assigned, confer with the pilots.
Oh, look, it's Bordick.
If you want me to make any rolls in the future, it's up to you, but I just start tackling the task of getting these things back into shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really that much.
So this ship, the Everest, has expanded shuttle bay?
Yeah.
That gives me an idea. So I'd like to talk to you about that in a little bit, GM. Since I'm not really truly a fighter pilot, could we get a different type of craft in here?
Hello? Do you hear
Hello.
me?
Yeah,
Hey, Bordick.
I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Sorry for being late. I've translated wrongly the timing.
Oh, that's fine.
I thought it was 1 hour after that.
That's okay. I just woke up not that long ago either.
So we're just kind of role playing for today. Senior Chief Specialist Namar is getting introduced to the ship by Dar, and I don't know if you want to follow suit and kind of do the same thing.
I bumped into Joker, who quickly woke up and then went back to sleep.
Captain is kind of just.
Dara let him have some of that ale, and he didn't take to it as.
Yeah.
He's just doing administrative stuff right now, as they were just in a major battle last episode.
All right, so Dar's gonna help Namar get all situated, and I guess find another message of someone else coming aboard.
So we have additional new people joining?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we can do that.
another message then.
Yeah, that should be good.
All right, Namara. Sorry, I have to leave you now, but seems like we're going to see a couple new faces today. If you need anything, just ring me up. I have someone else to go, show around.
Very good, Lieutenant. I feel pretty comfortable here right now. So you know where to find.
Well, happy to have you. All right, and he's gonna head out to meet. So where are you at the moment, Bordick?
Right now, oh well. In in theory, I'm not embarked yet. Oh, I'm waiting anyway to know where I am.
Basically, I was thinking you're basically waiting on Narendra Station.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what station is it?
It's Narendra Station. It's in the Shackleton Expanse near the Klingon-Romulan border.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Yeah. And the Everest is docked there as well.
Okay.
So I would assume that you would be like waiting to come aboard after Dara got the message that someone else was requesting to.
Yeah, probably I'll be in. I don't know, probably in my quarters or something like that.
Oh,
Waiting for. Oh, okay. The ship is already docked for a while in the station, or just docked?
It basically just docked a little while ago.
Okay.
and then my character Dara would have gotten a message to expect someone else, so he's gonna head out to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would. Out then I would walk toward the ship to report to the captain.
All right, then you're gonna see a right walk up to you with a pad in his hand.
There's a gantry-way, right?
Oh
Yeah.
well, we are following a standard Starfleet protocol, right? So it's first thing is report to the captain.
Yeah.
Well, he's also a security officer, so he's just sort of
Yeah, it's just the captain's really busy, and Dar's kind of grabbing people first.
Officer on duty type thing.
So what's Bordick?
Bordick it's is a fighter pilot, and as a race human.
Yeah. Okay. Lieutenant Commander Bordick.
Yep.
Well, I just got the message. You wanted to report to the captain.
Hi.
All right, he's kind of busy, but I'm sure he'll greet you. Follow me, sir.
Of course. I follow.
And then they're gonna go bug the captain again.
Enter.
Captain, we have another new arrival. A Lieutenant Commander Bordick.
Excellent. 2 down, 20 to go. This is Bordick. Okay, and he starts hitting his computer right in front of him. Fighter pilot. Ah, yes. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Thank you, sir. Likewise.
Can you tell me a little bit about your background that's
Yes,
not
of course.
on your file?
That is not on my file. Nothing relevant. Just as you can see in my file, I'm from a USS Excalibur, and I was a fighter pilot also in the squadron there before the ship was decommissioned. And I look forward to work with your team, and I'm very eager to know all of you.
Excellent. Well, I don't have anything further. I still have this paperwork to do, and he points to a huge stack, about a foot high on his desk.
It looks even bigger since the last time I saw it. Dora chuckled.
Yeah, it has. It's been going up and down.
All right. If I'm not needed anymore, I will ask your permission to.
All right, go ahead and Dar will take you around the ship real fast and introduce you to the fighters, show you your ship, and from there you can figure out what you'd like to do. I'll have your orders waiting for you out of character the next episode, basically.
Okay, of course.
Yeah.
Idar is gonna, gesture to follow him.
All right, I follow. And okay, I greet the commander and I follow.
Then we're going back to the hangar then, which to save Caleb some time. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's so it can have some fighters instead of stuff, and it has like the five. Should have that on the page. Oh, you're not even on Roll20. Okay. There's five fighters you've probably never seen, and then a peregrine fighter that is hot pink with unicorns painted on it and like fingernails painted on like the struts.
Unicorns?
Yep.
Unicorns on it?
Yep.
Okay, instinctively I will laugh looking at that.
There's gonna be something thrown at you from inside the cockpit.
Oh, you're awake. Good. Joker, we have another one.
I'll talk to him when you clean my ship.
Not my job, Joker.
I have no proof, but I know it was you.
Am I really that type of person?
Joker's just gonna pop his head out and stare at you before going back into the cockpit.
If you stop taking a nap, you'd probably be done by now. Doris just from chuckle, and then he's like, "Well, Commander, these are the current fighters we have on hand at the moment." And he's going to show you the experimental fighters.
Okay. The experimental fighters, which are like Valkyries or something like that? Valkyries?
No. In the character sheet section on where it's like the US Everest, there should be the sheet.
I think he just got kicked out again of Roll20.
Yeah, he did.
Now I know what is the problem. The matter is that I have the push torque in the wrong button that going in conflict with Chrome. What's
I have it set to control for me.
that should work?
Hey, do you see the sheet?
You'll see in the Everest chat what it looks like, at least for the avatar.
Here you go. I'll pop it up on your screen.
Okay, then seeing the experimental fighters, I give a look at them, and well, I admire the shape of it. That is for sure not typical of the Starfleet.
Yep. One of our own apparently was working on them, and Syndicate got a hold of them, of the blueprints somehow. But as you can see, we managed to get some back.
I see. Oh well, I can't wait to see what these beauties can do.
Not much. Joker's gonna yell from his cockpit.
Yeah, we've not had good luck with them for the last time we.
Joker's finally gonna get out of his cockpit with his arm in a cast and walk over.
He scratches his chin, looking at the craft, trying to figure it out what could be the problem.
One of the other lieutenants, one of the other fighters that has been going out with you guys comes over, and this one is Lieutenant Kernad. He's gonna say, well, it wasn't really our problem. It wasn't really a problem with the ships themselves. It was more the fact that we got swarmed by a lot more fighters.
300 to 5 to be exact.
The very fact that we made it out alive is a blessing.
Agreed.
Must be a hell of evasive maneuvers.
That plus the Enterprise showed up.
Oh, I see.
Yes, that was a definite plus.
I've been meaning to ask you guys about this. What's the significance of the Everest? And Joker's sunglasses are gonna fall down the bridge of his nose.
Kernand is going to look at that. Wait, you haven't figured it out yet?
Nope.
This is the first Starfleet ship to be made this way in order to carry fighters into battle.
Oh, right. Sorry. A little bit of a concussion, I guess. I meant the Enterprise. What's so good about the Enterprise? Never heard of it.
Dora's gonna give him a look too. Just like, what?
You've never heard of the Enterprise.
Should I have?
Ever
It
heard of
raises my attention.
Ever heard of someone named Jean-Luc Picard?
Dar thinks Namar thinks he's pulling his leg as he hears this conversation across the hangar.
Jean-Luc who?
Oh, good grief.
And you call yourself Starfleet?
Not an officer. Don't say officer.
Any graduate of the Academy knows of Jean-Luc Picard.
Didn't go to the academy.
Yeah, he was enlisted, as I recall.
Okay.
Drafted.
Drafted to fight the Dominion War.
Also a good magician with what was Piper?
So nobody's answering my question.
What's the significance of the Enterprise showing up at that particular moment?
I mean, it could have been any ship that came in to save us.
Well, it's nice to have a sovereign Sovereign class cruiser come in with its full firepower.
Yeah.
Forget the name.
Yeah, it's the admiral ship of the of the Starfleet. I mean,
Yeah, but it seems like this Enterprise has a legend around it. I'm interested now.
The legend is Picard. All right? He's fought the Borg. He's fought many different battles. He's been in Starfleet for quite a while. He's made first contacts with dozens of species. Saved the Federation countless times.
Yeah, he won at Sector 001. I was aboard the Norway there.
I thought that was Riker who basically masterminded that. Even though, because Picard was, at that time, Locutus.
No, I'm not talking about the first, not the one following Wolf 359, but the one not too long ago, just a couple years ago.
Oh, that one.
Starfleet was in much better shape to encounter the Borg that day, I'll tell you that.
Right about that.
Quick out of character, how familiar are you guys with Orion scripture or culture, or even what their alphabet looks like?
I know
I didn't even know they were a species until you said, "Oh, there's a Orion crime syndicate." Wait, what?
Yeah.
Familiar based on the TV series. I know that they're slave trade and the females are the dominant.
And in character, would your characters recognize the any symbolism from them if they saw it?
Me, no.
Disregard then. You're just gonna notice that Joker has some tattoos going around because he has his jacket left in the cockpit. So there's tattoos down his arms.
May I ask you a question? Do we have a Betazoids in here?
We don't have any Betazoids on board right now that I know of, no.
Good.
So we have Tellarite, a Bolian, and a bunch of humans.
An Andorian.
And Bordic Andorian. And Bordic was a Betazoid, was it?
Human.
Oh, no, he was human. I forgot. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, while this is going on, Dora is going to join the more near the crash fighters. Just give him something.
I look back at you guys. Some of these might have to be scavenged for parts.
It happens.
Is there a commander now standing there with you?
Lieutenant Commander Bordic, yes, but he just transferred. He's just transferring over, just like you.
So I would immediately approach the two and say, Commander, I'm new to the ship. I'm Senior Chief Specialist Namar, just reported for duty.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
I've been assigned to help work on some of these craft here and maybe pilot one, but we'll see about that.
Out of character, who is in command of the squadron anyway? The Commander Regov?
Regov is in command of the squadron, basically. He goes out during combat situations with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Even though he's also the commander of the ship.
Oh, is the ship sick so?
Yeah, he's basically the captain of the vessel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And a fighter pilot.
Yeah.
But now that we have more pilots, I might end up staying on the ship more, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So which of these craft is yours, Commander? I'm referring to Lieutenant Commander Bordick.
Well, these haven't. No one's claimed any of these yet. Dara speaks up. He's messing around with his pad. He's going over some. I'm assuming Namar would have made a note of parts that needed to be scrapped.
Yes, or out of character, no one's is yet to tell me that Bordick is newly arrived himself. He didn't.
No, Dara did say he was just transferring over, just like you.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll look over these craft, and I'm sure the captain will make assignments. Once I'm aware of that, each of us should look at our ship.
I'm still. Wait a second. The pink one. Who is flying that thing?
That would be Petty Officer Joe.
I see.
Dora uses it. It appears someone decided to pull a prank on him and painted his fight.
You did that.
And the other lieutenant that's been there with you the entire time, Dar goes, that wasn't you. Wasn't that the other Tellarite?
Dora sort of just grins and is like,
Other
I can neither confirm or deny that. I didn't see it.
Dar, what other Tellarite?
Well, while you were having your nice little shore leave, a couple members of the some of the other ships joined us for a mission. One of which was a
Which one?
I can need to look at the. Let's see. I always get a Lieutenant Glove Pen.
Which ship is he on?
He's from the Kismet.
Then we're going to war with the Kismet.
Just as long as you do not endanger the ship, you can do what you like.
I thought you'd want to join in on a prank war.
I have no reason to prank him.
Not even to help out your own wingman?
Like I said, like I've told you before, I don't prank people, but I will retaliate. And he grins over his.
One of us is an attack against all of us, my friend.
Oh well, maybe with that pink looking and all the unicorns around, could scare the enemy anyway.
Oh yeah, imagine what the enemy must see. To see, right before they, he shoots them down in that thing. That's.
Well, I don't think the Orions are much of a problem anymore, since we blew up an entire planet.
You blew up what?
Dora's gonna tighten his jaw and give Joker a look. He's like, "That's it's kind of a long story."
Ain't nothing long about it. We blew up a planet.
I see. Hmm.
Well, technically not us. The Sarek did most of the work.
Not even the entire Sarek either, just 3 people.
3 people on the Sarek blew up a planet.
Once I've blown up a ship, but a planet is a completely different thing.
With with, if I remember correctly, trillions of people trapped in a virtual reality. Is that right?
Yeah, that would be news to me. I was under the impression that it was a machine world of some kind.
I don't know. These are just rumors I've heard, so Narendra's squawking about it right now.
Just to know, how did he blow up that planet anyway?
There was a, well, what did they call it? A traveler ship?
Yeah, that's what they called it. Yeah.
And they set it to overload
Yeah,
because it, it rips apart subspace.
I see.
And they set it to overload, sent it to the planet, and the planet's not there anymore.
I see. That's pretty much the principle of what I did with the Obert class I piloted as lieutenant. We were in a no-win situation and we just rammed the ship at warp against hydrogen ship.
we were kind of also in maybe not a no-win situation, but it was a very the odds were very heavily stacked against us or against the Federation that day.
If we didn't succeed, none of us would be standing here right now.
Oh, well, glad you did it.
And right as you say that, you hear over the intercom, "Attention, crew members in the hangar bay. Be prepared for the arrival of an engineering crew and supplies. They'll be there in 20 minutes. This is the captain. Out."
Well, Namara, maybe the ships won't need to be scrapped anyway.
Maybe the
And Dregev will be heading down towards the hangar bay to oversee the arrival of the crew and the repairs onto the fighters.
But yeah, dude, that battle was crazy. Dar here got ejected from his ship.
Yeah, from one of the P-14s. And then later, my peregrine sensors got shot out. It was not a good day.
Did you enjoy your spacewalk?
I wouldn't call it a walk, so much as just drifting in space.
Like a good old fashioned 20th century astronaut.
I wrote a note, GM, but I'd also like to go to the captain's office and talk to him.
Okay.
Well, the captain's actually in he's looking through a window into the hangar bay. You can see him up there, overlooking your request for how you want to organize the repairs.
Yeah, I'd like to do that kind of in person.
Okay. So you
So
see him
I
up there.
hit the comms on the door. Wait permission to go in.
Okay.
And assume he says enter.
Yeah, well, he's just like out in the hallway, like looking into the hangar bay. He's just like in a walkway area of the ship.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I approach the commander. Captain, here's a pad with my estimate of the items needed to repair the ships. assignments that would be required by repair teams and time estimated to do the repairs. I would also like to have the pilots all involved as far as which craft is theirs and supervising the repairs, because each pilot should inspect their ship.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'd also like to make a request of, since this is quite a spacious hangar deck, and I'm not truly a fighter pilot, would it be possible for us to get a hold of ourselves a different craft that could be useful in flight ops, like a runabout, something with a tractor beam for purposes of recovering craft? I could pilot the craft myself, but it would be sort of a support craft, basically.
I'm sure we could look into that, see if we can clear out some of the storage containers, see if we can squeeze one in there. Would that be acceptable?
Yeah, that would be good. The peregrine fighters, are they going to be deposited at Narendra station?
I think we're gonna hold on to them. I think Joker might be switching back to his Peregrine. Didn't have such good luck the first time he used his, the P14.
Well, that's why we need to get the pilots involved with their new craft and see what kind of adjustments or tuning we can do.
Yeah, I'll have them assemble for you, Chief, and we'll go from there. The engineer team should be here any minute now with a bunch of supplies. I think they have everything on your list, so you should be good to go there.
Okay, so let me get the repair teams organized and the equipment parceled out, and then we'll have the pilots assemble at some point tomorrow morning. Is that good?
That sounds like a plan. Was there anything else in your chief?
No, Captain. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And he looks back out the window.
Now proceed
in
back
deep,
down to the fighter, back down to the hangar.
in deep thought.
So I'm just going to keep myself busy until tomorrow morning when we get all the pilots assembled and get some of the initial repairs going on, the craft.
Okay, is there anything else anybody else wants to run in the meantime?
I can't think of anything.
It's fine for me.
Alright, then in that case, we'll fast forward time till the next morning. Everybody's gathered in the hangar deck.
I'll let the captain address everybody. He's a pilot, so I'll let him address everybody first.
Yep. Okay, everybody, as you know, we have 2 new crew members on board. Lieutenant Commander R. Bordick, points to him, and Senior Chief Specialist Namar. The Senior Chief is going to be in charge of doing all the repairs for us, getting our fighters up to spec. Lieutenant Commander is actually a veteran pilot from different parts of Starfleet, so don't give him too much crap. As you know, as pilots, rank isn't everything. It's all about your skill. And with that, I'll hand it over to Lieutenant Commander to give his introduction speech, and then from there over to the Senior Chief to conduct repairs.
Greetings, gentlemen. Glad
Well,
you could assemble today.
It's the Lieutenant Commander first.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. Because the rank and...
It's okay.
Yep, rank.
I'm glad to be part of this new crew, and out of character. Sorry, I wasn't completely concentrated. What was the thing?
Basically, an introduction
Yourself?
speech.
Okay, introduction yourself. Okay. Uh, I'm very honored to serve with all of you, and I hope to know you very soon, and that we can collaborate to the best of our possibilities. And I will look forward to get used of all your names and all your protocols in order to work at the best of my possibilities. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna be right back real quick. And I'm waiting for someone to get home.
All right, Namar, floor is yours.
Hello, my name is Senior Chief Namar, and it's my job to keep these birds going. So, behind me, you'll see several repair teams, each of them headed by a petty officer. Each team will be responsible for one craft. They're going to be your guys. You tell them what's wrong, they come to me, we make sure it gets fixed. So, I want each of you pilots to show me what your assigned craft are, or we have to determine assignments. But basically, we're going to make sure that we have a support group on each of these craft. So I go through and go to each pilot and assign a petty officer. This is petty officer so and so. You are, and I know some of the pilots already, but is there any pilot I have?
The only pilot that you haven't really met is Chishran, and that's because he as a player could not be here today.
That's the Andorian, right?
Yeah, that's the Andorian.
Okay, so we don't have to do this in character so much, but basically, I'm just going to make sure that the each pilot now starts looking over their craft, and each team starts getting worked on. So if they have any questions for me, this is the time.
I'm already a petty officer. Can I be in charge of my own team?
Sure thing. I have no problem with that. You familiar with your craft as far as engineering?
I know it goes forward, it can turn, and can shoot.
Well, I would still like to have a petty officer from engineering just in case he can back you up on some of the maintenance type things.
Commander, does this mean I get a promotion?
We'd have to look at your reputation, but you could say that since you're assigned as the pilot, she's your baby.
Oh, this is in character. I'm giving Joker his nick.
Oh, yeah. Reagan looks over. He's like, "So you think you should get promoted, huh, Joker? We'll have to see about that." And he kind of like grins.
I can fly my ship with one hand and a cast, and he raises his casted arm.
Of
So
that,
so with the team that actually got assigned to the pink fighter, the first thing they're going to do is clean it up. Unless that is you like pink Joker.
No, but they'll find that Joker was just trying to scrub the paint off with iron wool and water, using no soap or any sort of paint remover.
We'll figure it out. Maybe a different color. How about blue?
Reagan walks.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. What I missed?
Just some RPing. Uh, Regov walks over and he's like, "This is how you got to do it." And he pulls out a device, and then it starts to like he pushes a button and it looks like a kind of like a tractor beam. It's got like that, but it looks sort of like a phaser, and you just see like the paint coming off, like no problem. It's like, "Here you go, Joker."
See, Joker, doesn't that look so easy?
He's gonna smack at Dar with his non-casted hand.
So I guess my idea is that if any of these ships have any quirks, I'd like to kind of work them out, or at least maybe that's something to introduce to each ship as a quirk.
Maybe. That'll be something you and I can talk about later.
I wouldn't mind being able to customize the ships a little bit either. No, it's just like how the captain can do that with the main ship. I'd like to do that for like the little ones. I don't know how that would work.
Just something minor, like if you don't do something right, the weapons cut offline, or if you hit the certain combination of switch, you get an overcharge or something that actually helps. Could be even something random.
Joker's ship mysteriously turns pink again.
It's like, God damn it, not again.
He will blow it up.
Aircraft are temperamental.
All right, so what's going on right at the moment? Because I missed some RP. I was told.
Just basically the introduction of petty officers into the mix to help you guys basically fix your fighters.
Each craft will have its own repair team.
Okay. All right, so would this be an extended task then, or?
Is there a squadron name? Have you?
What did we decide on? I thought it was Regov's Raiders or something.
It's pretty basic. It's like Wolfpack or something like that. But I was thinking after this fleet action, we could change it, especially since we have 2 new crew members.
The Wild Bunch.
Spectre Squadron.
Out of character. Anyway, does somebody assign me to a fighter in particular?
Basically, there are, other than I think one Peregrine that is available and a couple P-14s.
Okay.
I think there should be a couple Peregrines, because I remember Dar took one like in the second half when we were dealing with Kerr's no ship, but no, the sensors got knocked out. Unless that was the same.
That was the same ship, yeah.
So what is the mix right now as far as like 3 of the P-14s and 2 of the Peregrines?
That's kind of the mix rate right now, yeah. There's like 5 of the P-14s. A couple of them are in parts.
Okay. And I've made my special request for a support craft.
Yeah. Which we'll get to creating later.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, it's like 3 P-14s to 2 Peregrine fighters right now. So you can choose which side you want to be on.
But each of the P-14s has got a pilot right now, right?
Technically, no. They're still new.
Yeah, they're still new, so.
Okay. Maybe make a card for each ship.
Okay.
Call it like, so-and-so's fighter, and they can nickname it and such. We'll keep track if it's a P-14 or a Peregrine.
Yeah. All right, yeah. This is just stuff that I have to do, is all.
So for like nicknames, you can see in our names in the Everest chat. So Commander Regos is top. Lieutenant Junior Grid Halos is Hammer Fist. Joker. Christoph is Joker. And we have Shashrin, which is his bishop. So as far as nicknames, that would be painted on the side of the ship. And then
I'm
guys
open to ideas.
need to come up with some nicknames.
I'm open up to ideas, but we'll think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll probably have a ship meeting sometime, and we can talk about this stuff.
Either of you a conspiracy nut?
No. Well, if there's no other RP, I'm guessing we'll call this to a close and we can just go ahead and start talking, if you guys want.
Sounds good.